This is what sucks. That shit is bright as fuck. I can't wait till we get a tripod and that shit could be all the way the fuck over there. You know?
Mm.
Right? That shit's bright.
Ken, that's too bright.
So don't look at it. Just look at me.
Do you know what you look like? You're like...
Yo, lights are extremely too bright. Like, yo. Can I turn this shit down?
No, it's a camera, Ken.
Oh my god.
The only way to not be blinded and have this pointing at our faces is for us to go all the way down the other room.
Yeah, how's that?
Yeah, but you're not going to be able to see us. Ow!
Yeah, how's that?
You're not going to be... It's too dark. It's not going to be able to see us.
Let's see if I got something that can stick over it. Hold on, I guess right here. I got a piece of duct tape. Oh, come on.
What?
Pinch my ass. You see what I gotta deal with?
Fuck you, Kenneth.
Ow.
Oh my god, Kenneth. It's not working either.
No, but I think I'm about to just do this. How's that? That a little better? At least until we get our lighting, you know? Oh, hi, honey. So how was your day?
Okay.
Yeah?
Why are you asking me? We've been together all day.
Well, I mean, what else do you like? Try to talk about something.
Yeah, okay.
I'm sure you don't want to politic with me. Yeah, well, politics, I'm sure you've seen the news. And I wouldn't say that I like politics. I would say that...
You're passionate.
Yeah, sure, I'm passionate.
Very passionate.
I'm an extremist.
All apocalyptic and...
Because shit's real, man. They're taking everything away. Freedom of speech, freedom to carry a gun, freedom to breathe unrestricted. You know?
I must admit, I wasn't really agreeable with you on, like, the extremist shit until they, like, finalized their decision that Biden was going to be president.
Told you shit was going to be real.
Because I was trying to be optimistic.
And
And I was very hopeful that, Trump was going to stay.
I was too. You know? Why, we went to D.C., but didn't do anything stupid. We actually left, right at about 2 o'clock?
Right when people started walking up from the monument to the Capitol.
Right when people were, when the first group of, I'm going to say 25 people, a group of 25 people left the rally. And I looked at her, she had to go to the bathroom, I was cold, it was not really all that great out. And I got a bad feeling too. I even said something to Secret Service on the way in. Like, if all you guys are here, who's up there? But didn't matter anyways because the Capitol Police let everybody in. Nobody broke in. They broke into the building, but the police let them through the barriers.
Yeah, police let them through. You can see videos of it. Of course, the mainstream media is not showing that.
You don't have to see videos. I'm telling you, the police let the rioters into the Capitol grounds. The rioters might have broke into the building, but the police moved the barricades for all of them. I'm telling you, I saw it.
And that dude with the Viking, the horns and shit, he is not a Trump supporter, not a Republican.
Hold on that, because I saw a video just today or yesterday of a pastor who took a picture with him at another rally.
Okay.
So the guy with the horned hat was not only at the Washington, D.C. rally, he's been at other rallies. So that leads me to kind of say, like, maybe he could be Antifa, maybe he could be a fucking just stupid ass Trump supporter. I'm a Trump supporter too, they're not all stupid, but he's stupid. Okay? Never mind, from what she told me, he's got a dating profile in which he brags about being an actor and how people pay him to do stuff like this, to like pretend to be an activist. So I didn't see the dating profile from myself because I don't know the schmuck's name. So.
And I don't even know what dating profile was. I saw it on it was on Facebook, but it was that he had a dating profile and yeah, thanks. A dating profile and all this shit, but I know he's been at other rallies because there was a picture of him from an Arizona rally.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if it was a Trump rally or whatever, which is, said Arizona rally. But it had a picture of him from the Capitol building at D.C.
Mm-hmm.
right next to the picture of him at Arizona. And it is the same person. There's no doubt about it.
And then you got the picture of the guys with the hammer and the sickle tattoo on their hands while they're at the Capitol. For those of you who don't know, that hammer and sickle is a communism emblem, okay? The Soviet Union used to use it, for those of you that don't know. Like during the Cold War, the hammer and the sickle was like a real big thing, So it literally stands for communism.
And those guys, the ones with the tattoos,
mm-hmm.
long beards and all that, they are confirmed to be Antifa because there's pictures of them on the Antifa .org or .com or whatever thing they use.
How about this little earthworm Jim looking kid who's an Antifa member, and he's like, oh, well, I had to do this to blend in. The little black kid that they've been talking about, and he was short, skinny black kid.
I haven't seen that.
Oh my god, dude, he just looks like a punk. He looks scared. He is just typical boy who's gonna talk all kinds of shit behind a phone or a keyboard or something. I'm big and bad when I'm in my mother's basement, But then, he gets to the Trump rally, he's like, oh, well, I had to do this to blend in so I didn't get beat up. Dude, if you stand for something, you stand for something. And if you're going to get beat up because of it, then you're going to be okay with it. Sucks, but if you stand for something, it comes with the territory. I've had it happen to me, and I still stand for what I believe in. It's called having heart.
Two things. In regards to that, with if you're passionate about something, you don't give a fuck. You don't try and blend in. When we were in Washington, D.C., we were all Trump geared up, flags, hats.
Mm-hmm.
We were walking back to the car.
Mm-hmm.
and this car with this chick.
Oh yeah, the broad.
Yeah,
Said go home.
Go home, you know, obviously because we're Trump supporters and, you know, she was all bent out of shape that, you know.
I turned around and said, or what? And didn't hear anything back.
Fucking pussy. She's like, she talks from her car. You got something to say and you want to be confrontational? Get the fuck out of your car and be confrontational. Let's see how well you do.
Don't say some shit driving by like a pussy. That's some Antifa shit. Let me drive by and yell at you, and then if you come back around, when I get in your face about it, then you wanna, oh police help me, oh we want to defund the police. Okay, somebody breaks into your house, who are you gonna call? Oh the police. Oh, you mean the ones
and liberals don't believe in guns, and I believe that with that movement, cocks not Glocks. Those college girls. Remember the video? There's a video, and I'm sure it's on YouTube by now. You're gonna have to Google it. It's like cocks. Just type in cocks not Glocks, college student or something. There's literally a video of this little blonde white girl on a college campus with this.
Tell me she's waving a dildo.
With this big big black dildo, and she's handing out the dildo. Cocks, not Glocks, and it's like.
I'd grab it and hit her with it.
But you know what? This is the funny thing. These are the same people, you know, these college students, these stupid broads that, you know, like. That's the whole reason they have rape whistles, because these stupid bitches are screaming cocks not Glocks, and then I bet you when some stupid college boy takes it literally, or, you know, does some stupid shit, and she winds up getting taken advantage. Not that anybody deserves that, they don't, but, like, come on.
How about
You're
this?
waving a big black dildo around, screaming cocks, not Glocks, and, like, come on.
Something completely off topic, but somehow what we're talking about springing into my head. So, hold on, I'm losing it. It was, shit. Where'd it go?
Cocks, not Glocks, Ken.
Yeah, it was something about that had to do with that, but it was like, oh, so you know how they're talking about Trump at the rally, right? Trying to get him for inciting a riot, right? Alright, so, give me a phone. I forget the exact definition of it, but let me see.
Bossy little shit.
Please.
Isn't that a cute picture of Duke?
Yes.
Duke's my dog.
Define incite. Define incite a riot.
Just to rally, to...
Okay. As used in this chapter, the term to incite a riot means to organize, to promote, to encourage, participate in, or carry on a riot. Okay. I don't think he did any of that. He didn't organize it. He didn't promote it. He actually said peacefully on more than one time. He didn't encourage it. He actually denounced it. He said peacefully, okay, calmly. Participate, okay. He didn't participate in, or carry on a riot. He didn't carry on. The riot happened after he left, okay?
The specific words that they're going after him for, Ken, is he said in his speech that, okay, let's go to the Capitol. So, like, that's what they're taking, like, literally. And then everybody went to the Capitol. So they're taking those words as he's ordering
here's the thing.
people to go to the Capitol.
Okay, so he said go to the Capitol. Did he say go to the Capitol and cause a riot? Did he say go to the Capitol and be violent? Go to the Capitol and disturbance or any of that. No, no, he didn't. They are trying to get him for inspiring a riot. Kind of like they went after Eminem for inspiring Columbine. And they said that was wrong. They couldn't go after Eminem for inspiring Columbine because music can't inspire hate. People have freedom of choice. Oh my God. That just changed everything. We can choose? Oh my God. And here I thought like I was just being told what to do by the government. Oh wait, we're a republic. So they're public servants, right? So they're supposed to serve the public. But aren't we the public? So aren't they supposed to serve us? So then why are they just self-serving? Why are they so rich? Why are we giving them so much money? Why are they so rich? Why do politicians, a public servant, a job that was back in the day looked upon as though, oh my God, you don't want to go into public office.
It was like jury duty.
Yeah, it was like jury duty. Back in like the early times, public office didn't pay shit. You worked for the people, okay? You worked for free. And now, Jesus, president, 400 grand a year, okay? At least Trump turned it down, or actually no, he donated all of his presidential paychecks. I don't remember anybody else doing that.
No, and
Let's see
Biden
Biden.
won't
Yeah,
either.
yeah. Let's see if Biden donates his.
They're all fucking greedy. Trump was rich before
Yeah.
he was president.
You know what's sad too? All the politicians that have ever been in office, you know, once it was like considered that you could make money in office and they became self-serving, every politician ever since has been technically a millionaire. Even back in like the day, if it was like, if you counted for inflation, everybody'd be a millionaire. So it's like, at what point is enough enough? At what point do like we try to put aside our differences and work together? Oh, what, when they take enough of all of our freedoms away that the other side starts to notice that we haven't been lying to them, we've only been enlightened sooner than them. Like, come on, people. Like, I don't hate anybody at all. Liberal, gay, trans. Like, dude, I'm a conservative, okay? I voted for Trump. I stand for freedom. I stand for defending my nation and carrying a gun. The First Amendment, the Second Amendment, all of them. All of them. Even the ones I don't like. Even like the 11th Amendment, like state immunity. Like state workers get immunity from being prosecuted on civil matters. Like, I don't agree with that. But you know what? There's a process to changing it, okay? That's why we have the amendment process, okay? It's like, and believe it or not, you wouldn't even have the amendment process if it wasn't for conservatives, also known as anti-federalists, okay? There was a guy who was he was considered the father of the Constitution. It was Edmund Randolph, okay, father of the Constitution. The whole reason we have amendments is because of him, okay? The whole reason we can change the Constitution, okay? Like, it is our republic, all right? Benjamin Franklin said it. He goes, you have a republic if you can keep it, okay? The democratic government, okay? Not to say liberal, I mean, we have a democratic process, all right? Or, yeah, democratic process, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, there's republicanism and there's Democrats or liberalism, okay? So it's a two-party system, okay, with a couple other parties that are kind of, they basically call it a two-party system. honestly, I hope that a third party emerges. Even if they successfully impeach Trump a second time and ban him from ever running for office, he can still support a third party or candidate. And I hope he does. I really do. Because our nation is going to hell in a handbasket if we can't put aside our differences and become peaceful. Live and let live. And just work together. Help thy neighbor. You know? You don't have to be religious or even believe in any kind of God. I don't. I don't disbelieve. But I don't adhere. Okay? Because there's knowledge to be had everywhere. Second Amendment, for instance. You know that God told us to carry a weapon and protect ourselves? It's called Luke 11:21-22, where he says a man should be armed to protect himself from basically being robbed. And I'm paraphrasing or summarizing, whatever you want to say. It's Luke 11:21-22. And I'm not religious, so you can take that for whatever you want. Alright? And it says, be armed, protect yourself, your possessions, and your family, so somebody can't take it from you and divide it amongst thieves. So, to me, that means that the Second Amendment is protected by the First Amendment, because if God is telling me he wants me to be armed and protect myself, my possessions, and my family, then carrying a weapon is part of worship. Okay? So if I'm going to actively worship and carry a weapon to protect myself, my possessions, and my family, the way the Bible and God tells me, okay, even though I said I don't adhere to a religion, the Constitution is not so loosely based off of the Bible. I'm gonna do it, you know? I feel like any infringement on our Second Amendment is also an infringement on our First Amendment. Because our founding fathers read the same Bible, the King James Bible, and it said, you know, I want you to be armed to protect yourself, your possessions, and your family. And our founding fathers also felt that way, that our right to bear arms was a God-given right that was not to be infringed upon. And a well-regulated militia doesn't mean regulation. Regulated to our founding fathers, the way it was defined back then, meant in a well-working order. Okay? A well-regulated militia meant a well-organized militia. And that's what that meant. So it's like the liberals and the lefts are taking things and manipulating definitions and the way people perceive them to suit their agenda. Okay? Everybody's got an agenda. Even if it's simple as, alright, me getting up to go to the bathroom. I got up to go to the bathroom because my agenda was to go to the bathroom because I had to pee.
Let me interject real quick. So, like what you're just talking about now is just like triggering how hypocritical the Democrats are. You know, Nancy Pelosi and Chuck Schumer and all them. Because
do as I say, not as I do.
Wait. Because Black Lives Matter, okay?
Mm-hmm.
All lives matter. I'm not saying, you know, white lives matter more than black lives or anything like that.
If
all
you bleed,
lives
you matter.
Yes, if you bleed, you matter. We're all the same. We all bleed red. Nobody's better than anybody else. But, okay, so that being said, all lives matter.
Mm-hmm.
But when Black Lives Matter was, you know, doing their thing, you know, protesting, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, first of all.
Burning down buildings,
Yeah.
making autonomous zones.
Yeah, first of all, destroying public property, pulling down statues.
And they were social justice warriors.
Burning buildings, breaking into businesses, stealing. There was so much looting.
They were
disrespecting.
Revolutionaries.
Spitting on police
Yeah.
who were just standing there.
Yeah.
I saw one thing about somebody taking a brick and hitting a police horse in the head with a brick.
Yeah.
What the fuck is wrong with you? That first of all, that's an animal. Okay, animals.
And an officer.
Yes, animals are the most purest, innocent things in the world. And
you
if
feed them and you love them, and they will do nothing else to you.
And the fact that somebody attacked the pureness of an animal, you deserve to die. I'm sorry, you do, because you are the most cruelest type of person there is. That being said, so, Black Lives Matter's burning, stealing, that was fine. To Nancy Pelosi, that was fine. None of the Democrats,
they were protesters.
Nancy Pelosi, Chuck Schumer,
They were
Joe
oppressed.
Biden, Kamala Harris, nobody denounced that violence. There was no prosecution.
Yep.
If there was prosecution, it was because it was pushed to the point where it could not be avoided.
Yep.
Okay, but look how quickly when something happened at the Capitol.
Look at the little BLM kid that was at the Capitol. They're giving him 15 minutes of fame. Oh, I had to blend in. Dude, you're a criminal, just like the rest of the people that were there. That's it. You caught him, prosecute him. That's it. Law and order. I did time. I paid my debt. You know what? And I still catch shit for it. People still judge me for it. But you know what? I spit in their face by doing good. That's it. I've got more money saved up than most of my fucking family members, and my parents too. My parents are, they do okay. And I'm doing better than them. Not by much, but enough that I can say that. Rest of my families are a bunch of fuck-ups except for one.
Nothing against your family, but, your mom and your dad kind of...
My mom's Kim Jong-un, just an American version. And my dad's...
Where I was going with that is your parents' parenting style is,
liberal.
Not only that, Ken, but they suck at being parents because listen, you got into trouble, your brother got into trouble, your sister got into trouble, there's only one kid out of the 4 of you.
7 of us, actually.
Oh.
You count the other ones.
So there's only one kid out of the 7 that did good, that went to college, that, kept a straight arrow.
Yep.
The rest of them...
got teacher of the year in the state.
Yeah, the other 6 kids, got into trouble, did drugs, prostitution, for whatever.
Yeah, my sister was a prostitute and her husband was her pimp.
So, let's not even get into that. So, your parents not to be mean, but your parents kind of suck at parenting because...
Here's the thing. If my dad was a single father, I think he would have been phenomenal. Okay? My mother is the problem. Okay? Even to the point where I've been telling my father to leave. Okay? We're all grown up. Everybody's about out of the house. Okay? I'm the biological baby and I'm 35. Okay? I got a 10-year-old, we're spread out, but I got younger siblings and they're all grown up. They got jobs and shit, my family is just fucked.
saying my family's perfect.
Better than mine.
But
At least your mother just makes you want to kill yourself.
yeah.
Mine makes me want to kill myself and her. I just don't know in which order.
My mom may make me want to kill myself, but at least she didn't drive me to do like drugs.
Yeah, but see, my mom didn't drive me to. My family didn't drive me to.
They may not have driven you, Ken, but like they.
I mean, in some cases they actually drove me.
Yeah, well, whatever. The point is, they didn't teach you, and they didn't do right by you as parents to let you get into that lifestyle in the first place.
I kind of agree, and I think that's why I think that's why Will makes such a good parent. Okay, I say Will, not because I have to, I don't have to think about it, alright? Unlike some people, I had practice growing up. My family did foster care. I'm not a foster child. I was pushed out the same old way, by my parents, who I still talk to and who raised me.
Who you argue with?
Yeah, my mom and I argue, but that's just how we are. She can't handle it.
I don't like yelling.
I know. But we did foster care for a long time. I mean, I was 10 years old. I'd wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning to a screaming newborn, and I'd make formula bottles, and I'd give it to him, and I'd go back to bed. 10 years old. So here I am, 35, and I don't have kids. I'm married to a wonderful woman, and I would have kids, just not now, because financially I would consider myself being irresponsible if I got her pregnant, because I don't have any money saved up. Here I live, here I am
Not
in an
enough
office.
money
I don't even live here. Okay, this is my office. Okay, this is where we do business activities, including Pillow Talk with Christine and Ken.
Doesn't stop me from getting comfortable, obviously.
Yeah. So we're here chilling, and we've got the apartment, but it's like, why do I want to bring a kid into that? Like, who wants to have a kid in an apartment where like you got no. I want to be in a position where I can pay attention to what's going on. I can pay attention to her and the kid and things we may or may not have planned, like doctor's appointments and stuff like that, without having to lose my shit, where I could save up money and she could possibly not have to work, which is, dude, holy shit on the stocks, huh? Did you see that coming?
Well, to be honest, Ken, I looked at our stocks sometime last week and I saw that jump, so I've known about it.
And really? Really? Like I couldn't use some positive news last week?
I forgot, Ken, and then I just got sidetracked.
Our stocks jumped. Our stocks actually jumped 100%.
So, I don't know.
But it's like, that's another thing that I'm saying, like, you can come from a bad life and do good things, okay? Just because you had it hard doesn't mean that the world owes you anything. You gotta go out there and get it. That's what America is about, okay? Nothing is given to you, okay? You want freedom? We fight for our freedom because something or someone is constantly threatening it, okay? Freedom is not free. Freedom is fought for.
That's what our soldiers fight for. God bless our soldiers, our troops, past, present, future. Thank you for your service. That's it. We all need to respect our troops.
Without fight, there would be no free. Plain simple. No fight, no free. That's it. If you're not going to stand up for this nation the way it was founded the way it was written, the way it was believed when it was written.
You need to leave.
You don't belong here, okay? You didn't come here to be part of America, to live the American dream. You came here for a handout, okay? You came here because you said, oh, everybody says it's better in America where you could do this and you could do that. Yes, you can do anything, but you gotta work for it. Nobody's gonna give it to you, okay?
The world doesn't owe anybody anything, and the world is cruel.
Reparations? Listen, you want reparations? I went on Wikipedia last week and I found out how you're gonna get reparations, right? Wikipedia got a page, right? You know what's on it? Every family that ever owned slaves. You want reparations? There they are.
Them.
Go get them.
My family didn't own slaves.
No,
I'm
a Canadian. Okay, I'm a Canadian. All right, and Italian, but mostly Canadian. I'm not from Canada. I can't even go to Canada. But actually, I might be able to because I have family up there. But here's the thing. You want reparations? I ain't paying for them. Not at all. Taxation without representation. Okay? You're not going to get money from me for reparations to somebody when I had nothing to do with it. And neither did any of my ancestors. I don't know of any Italians that owned any slaves. I know of some Italians that were enslaved back in those days.
Mm-hmm. Black people weren't the only people who were slaves.
Oh my God, definitely not. Chinese, Koreans, everything.
Black African Americans were put into slavery by African Americans.
Yep.
African Americans were the first people to start selling their own people. Granted, there was some white people that bought them, but there was a lot of people that bought them. But black people were not the only people who were slaves. Irish people were slaves. Okay?
No.
You know, Germany's a whole other thing. You know, Jews. African Americans were not the only people who were slaves. How about
Stalin, okay? We went after Hitler for killing 10 million Jews, right? Stalin killed 100 million of his own people. And we didn't even bother to look at him. Actually, he died of a heart attack. Okay? At least Hitler died in a bunker, whether he shot himself in the head or something. At least he died, okay, by some infliction.
Mm.
You know? But like...
Oh, and on the slavery note, Republicans were the ones who freed the slaves.
Yep. Democrats founded the KKK.
And that's on the History Channel.
Yep.
If you Google it and go to the History Channel,
Democrats used to go
webpage.
from house to house. Right?
Mm-hmm.
They used to go from house to house and say, you're going to vote Democrat, right? Because if you don't, then White Hood's going to come by here and pay you a visit.
The Democratic Party founded the KKK. The Republicans were Abraham Lincoln, a Republican, were the ones who fought to free the slaves. So don't get it twisted and say that Republicans are racist, because...
How about check out the Council on Foreign Relations, also known as the CFR, and communism. Okay? Really strong link there. I know it sounds crazy, but yeah, the Council on Foreign Relations was founded by communists. And I shit you not, verifiable fact.
Just realized I'm thinking we went off on a complete, we're all over the place.
Yeah, all right. But that's why, it's just pillow talk with Ken and Christine. It's not like, oh, we're going to talk about this, or we're going to talk about this, or we're just going to talk.
We just go off on our tangents about
It's therapeutic,
We need some wine.
No, we don't.
Why?
You definitely don't need me drinking, okay?
Well, I need
Okay. Well, you didn't have to call me a cocksucker.
I'm sorry.
Get out of here or I'm gonna fuck your night up. I will sleep on the couch.